This month in our Grateful Palette art community, we are making greeting cards for the holidays, for this season of gifting. And so what we're doing here is building layered pages that then we can create our cards from. So in this YouTube video, I wanted to do one of the pages of the many pages I went through, and boy, did I have fun. And in this one, I'm just using paint freely throughout. I'm choosing my own colors. I wanted reds in there, and I wanted some darks. So I went with red, black, and white, my favorite colors. Those actually are my national colors of Trinidad and Tobago. But I eventually end up putting a little pink and different things in there. But it starts bold and it starts layering. After putting all the paint, I then went with oil pastels. So I have a little container of some oil pastels and I just scribbled on top. I like to do that because when I start filling in paint, sometimes I like those shapes that it creates, and I can play with that. Also, those linear lines, those organic linear lines, really kind of carry you through the page. But sometimes they get fully covered. Now, after that, I use the stencil, and this is not a ready-made stencil. This one is, but the one before was actually some packing material that I had that I use as a stencil, and it's one of my favorite. This one that I'm using here is a ready-made stencil. And I have some tiny little diamonds. So it's almost like the first one was kind of organic in that shape. And here is a more regular diamond shape. And if you notice, I am using contrasting colors on top of each other. So I just added black to the red, really stands out. I added some white through the stencil into the black areas. So we're layering not only the color, we're also layering texture from the stencil as well. And I'm just playing throughout. If you notice, I'm lifting the stencil, applying the paint, lifting it, putting it into a different area on my page. I am not obsessing. I'm not thinking. Why? Because these are layered pages that we'll be cutting into anyway. So this is not a finished piece. So I'm not even thinking about composition at this point. Now, for the next layer, I'm going to do some stamping. And I have this cool stamp that is text, like little faux text, where it looks like handwriting. And then again, I do the contrast where I'm putting it down in areas that will contrast it. So I just use the white paint and put it on the black. And here is where I put in a little bit of the pink. I didn't want it as stark. And what I'm doing here is that I start to use a dry brush. And that's a technique that I really love because it unifies everything. And there you have it.